welcome back to my channel. I'm first going to start off with my Ofra Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Universal. And I'm just lightly lining my brows and filling in the sparse areas. Nothing too crazy. I do have a very full eyebrow, so a little bit goes a long way for me. And as you can see, just kind of fixing the tail. And then going in with a spoolie, just brushing out the hairs, making sure that they're all nice and upward and out. And I hope you guys like my ponytail, my pigtails. I'm starting off with the it's the yellow mustardy color of the Juvias Place palette, and I'm putting that all over my lid. This palette doesn't have names on, doesn't have shadow names, so I'm just going to be pointing them out to you. But I'm basically going in with a fluffy blending brush and just putting this all over my crease and my eyelid area. And that's going to be more of the actual base, or yeah, like the base shade that I'm going to be using for my eyeshadow. And I'm just little by little going in and just building up the color little by little, just so that it gets a little bit more intense. And I apologize if I get off camera. I'm really trying really hard not to, but yeah. So I'm going in with a smaller blending brush. This is a little bit more precise. I'm still using the same shade, mustardy yellow shade, and I'm just building up the intensity on my outer V, and then going windshield wiper motion into my crease. Now I'm going in with this chocolatey brown shade from the Juvias palette, and I'm just going to darken up my outer V just to give it a little bit more definition. So once I'm done applying the color, I'm just going to go in with a fluffy blending brush, and this is just a clean blending brush from Luxie, and I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of buff all the colors together, and just so there's a kind of like a seamless line. And then I'm going back in with the mustardy yellow shade and going into my inner corner and my crease just to intensify that as well. Okay, now I'm going to start off with this Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Game Face. And I did start applying it with a brush, and it didn't apply the way I wanted it to, so I did go in with my finger. And I think these shadows are great and better used with the finger than a brush, just because you get a better color payoff. And then on top of that, I'm going to go with a similar shade from the Juvias palette, and just going on top of that Colourpop shade just to kind of set it and intensify the shade on the lid. And this is just going to be on the lid. I'm not going to go past to the crease. Then I'm just going to take the smaller shader brush and just going in and buffing out the edges just to kind of give it a seamless look. Just kind of basically cleaning up the glitter or the Colourpop shadow and the shiny bronzy shadow that we put in the lid, and just cleaning that up and just so that it looks nice and blended. So now I'm just going in with kind of like a highlighter shade from the Juvias Place, and I think it's the first shade. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys what color it is, but it's one on the top row. I'm just lightly going in and highlighting my brow bone, and then just going back and then kind of blending everything together. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my WetNwild Super Skinny eyeliner, and it's just a black eyeliner, liquid liner. Nothing too crazy. I'm just going to do a normal wing. And then I'm just lightly filling in the areas of the wing. I like to take my time doing a wing just because I always tend to either do it really big or really thick, so I'm just lightly going in little by little in sections. I now just went in with some Vaseline Lip Therapy just to moisturize my lips, and then also use the going in with the rest of my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I really do like this primer. It really does fill in my pores, so it makes the foundation look nice and smooth. And now I'm using my Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. Now I first like to dab it all over my face and then just go in with a beauty sponge and then just kind of blend everything out. I am currently using the Pure Cosmetic Beauty Sponge. It's not my favorite sponge. I mean, I prefer the Real Techniques one or the Beauty Blender. But, I mean, it works, so I have it, might as well use it. It's just not my absolute favorite. Okay, now it's time for some concealer. So I'm going to use the Bye Bye Under Eye by IT Cosmetics. And I'm just going to lightly, this concealer, let me just say, is really thick. So you want to make sure that you just kind of put it on there, you know, either with a brush or with your finger, and just kind of dab it, because it is really, really thick and it can get really cakey really fast. So once I applied that on with the brush and where I want it, I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out with my sponge and just get inside under my eyes and around the nose area is where the foundation tends to kind of disappear throughout the day. And it's where I have a little bit of discoloration, so that's why I go in those areas. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this Maybelline concealer, and it's just I'm not using it as a concealer, I'm just using it as a brightening. And the shade is actually called Brightening, so it's just going to give you some nice bright under eye in the forehead area, nose area, as well as the chin. And it's just going to help bring those features forward in your face. So okay, I'm going to go in with the NYX Contour Kit. I'm just using the banana shade and the light matte shade. And I'm just using this to help set the under eye area, and also it's going to give it a little bit more of a brightening effect. And I also set around my nose area and my nose and my chin. I don't think I recorded that, but I did do that. And now I'm just going in with my normal face powder and just setting everything into place. And I'm using a large fluffy brush from City Color. Now this shade that I have here is the Hula Bronzer shade, and it's just one of those small samples that I got, and it came out of its package, so I just put it on my Z palette. But I'm going in with a fluffy brush, and I'm not necessarily contouring, I'm just more bronzing the face, the cheek area, my forehead, the sides of my face, my temples, just to bring some warmth into my face, because the colors that I'm using, they are more of a bronzy kind of summery shade, if that makes any sense. Okay, I'm going to go in with my Tarte in the shade Party, and this is a blush. This is one of my favorite blushes, actually, because it's such a pretty neutral shade. It's like a flush of pink kind of nude. Really pretty. I'm going to be using the Ofra Highlight in Rodeo Drive. As you can see, it's really glowy, really intense, which is why I made that face. I wasn't expecting it to be that intense, but I absolutely am loving this highlighter. It's beautiful. If you haven't tried, I highly recommend giving it a try. It is very intense, very pretty. And I put way too much on my nose, so I'm just going to go in and buff that into the skin. So, okay, now I'm going to go back into the Juvias palette. And I'm using the same shades that I used on top, except for the Colourpop and the Bronzy glittery shade. I'm just going in with all the other, the dark chocolatey shade, and then the mustardy color shade, as well as a darker brown. And I'm just going to intensify my lower lash line to give it some definition, and then I'm just going to blend it out. to go in now to line my waterline, and I'm using the IT Cosmetics waterproof eyeliner, and this is just a black shade. And at first I'm going to line my bottom waterline, and I don't show it in the video, but I do tightline as well. And I'm just going to use my Smashbox X-Rated mascara, and I really do love this mascara. It makes my eyelashes look full and long and just thick. I just really like it. Now onto the lipstick. I did use the lip liner in the brand Real Her. Unfortunately, I don't have the shade right now to give you guys, but I will put that in the description box. And I'm just lining my lips. So you can see it's kind of a neutral shade. It matches almost my the tone of my lips. So it's not anything too harsh as far as the lip liner. And then I'm just going to go in with the Real Her liquid lipstick. And after I went in with this liquid lipstick, I didn't love it. I thought it was just too monochromatic, just a tone I just didn't love. So you'll see that I ended up going in with a different lipstick and just kind of lightening that area up with that lipstick. It's more of a really light nude. And of course the lip combo was not absolutely my favorite, but it did work. I did like it a little bit better with both of those shades mixed in. And that is the finished look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know your comments down below what else you would like to see. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you on the next video.